Zello turns any phone or computer into a push-to-talk radio over the internet or cellular, and TicketsCAD can dispatch right into a Zello channel. This is the administrator and dispatcher's guide to configuring Zello and using it, text, direct messages, live audio, and spoken alerts. So, when do you reach for Zello? When your people already carry phones and have a data or cellular signal. Meshtastic and MeshCore are radio meshes for when infrastructure is down. Zello is the opposite. It rides the networks you already have. It is the easy, everyone already knows it channel for volunteers, mutual aid, and anyone you cannot hand a mesh radio to. Here is the whole journey. First, make a Zello developer account. Second, create a channel and set its options. Third, configure TicketsCAD with the channel's token. And fourth, use it, broadcast text, message a single unit, talk live, and even have TicketsCAD speak text aloud on the channel. We will do each in order, because each one depends on the one before it. Step 1. The developer account. In your browser, go to developers.zello.com and sign in. You sign in with an ordinary Zello account. A free consumer account works fine. If you do not have one yet, create it first at zello.com. One quick fork in the road. Zello comes in two flavors. Consumer is the free public app most people already have. Work is the paid, managed version for organizations, with an admin console and network-wide control. Everything in this video works on both. Where they differ, the big one is how tokens work, and we will hit that in a moment. Step 2. Create the channel TicketsCAD will dispatch on. On Consumer, you create the channel in the Zello app itself. On Work, you create it in the admin console. Give it a clear name like Dispatch or your agency's name. This is the channel everyone on the operation will join. Now, the channel options, and these genuinely change how the bridge behaves, so do not click past them. First, password and privacy. A passworded or private channel only admits users who have the password or are approved. Here is the catch. That channel password is never typed into TicketsCAD. Instead, the Zello account TicketsCAD logs in as must itself have already joined and been approved into the channel. Get that wrong, and the symptom is sneaky. TicketsCAD authenticates to Zello just fine, but sees an empty channel it is not subscribed to. Nothing flows, and no error screams at you. So the rule is simple. Whatever account TicketsCAD uses must be a real joint member of the channel first. Second option, who is allowed to talk. Many dispatch channels are moderated so only approved users may transmit, and everyone else is listen only. If TicketsCAD's account is not on that approved talker list, here is the trap. TicketsCAD will show your message as sent, but Zello silently drops it on the floor. So for a dispatch console, you almost always want TicketsCAD Zello account to be an administrator, or at least an approved talker, on the channel. Set that on the Zello side, on the channel's roles or moderation screen. Listen only is a fine choice if you truly only want to monitor, but if TicketsCAD must transmit, it needs talk rights. Now the single most important fact in this whole video, and the one that has bitten us before. On Consumer Zello, the token TicketsCAD uses is minted per channel. Say it as a rule. One consumer channel equals one developer app equals one issuer plus one private key. You cannot reuse one token across two different consumer channels. So in the developer console, create an app and bind it to the channel you just made. The newer console then shows you two values right there in line to copy, an issuer and a private key. There is no generate button to hunt for, and no downloadable key file to manage. You simply copy the issuer and the private key. Hold on to both, they go into TicketsCAD next. On Zello Work, this is cleaner. A single network token can span all of the network's channels, so you are not minting one per channel. So if you ever expect to run more than one dispatch channel, Work is the smoother path. On Consumer, plan for one token per channel and keep them straight. Step 3. Configure TicketsCAD. Open Config, then Communications and Integrations, and choose Zello Network Radio. The panel opens a 4-step setup wizard that walks you through exactly the values we just gathered. Let us go step by step. Step 1 of the wizard sets the service. Pick your service type, consumer or work, to match the account you set up. Then the WebSocket URL, the address TicketsCAD's proxy connects to. For consumer, the default Zello address is filled in for you. For work, you enter your network's address. Step 2 is the token. Paste the issuer into the issuer field and the private key into the private key field. These are the two values you copied from the developer console a moment ago. Behind the scenes, TicketsCAD uses them to mint a short-lived JWT, a signed login token that expires in about 60 seconds, so your private key never travels to Zello directly. Step 3 is the account and the channel. Enter the Zello username and password of the account TicketsCAD logs in as the same account we made sure had joined and can talk on the channel. Then the dispatch channel, type the exact channel name. The wizard reminds you right here that it must be a channel this account has already joined in the Zello app. And here is the per channel rule again, in the place it matters most. On consumer, the issuer and key you entered in step 2 must be the token minted for this exact dispatch channel. Point the channel name at a different channel than the token was made for, and login fails even though every field looks correctly filled in. Match the token to the channel. Step 4 covers the extras. You can add alert or additional channels beyond the dispatch. 1. Leave the audio codec settings at their defaults unless you have a reason to change them, and choose Listen, only if this console should only monitor. Turn on Auto Connect so the bridge comes up by itself, then save. After saving, restart the Zello proxy so it picks up the new settings, then click Test Connection. A green authenticated status means TicketsCAD reached Zello, logged in, and joined your channel. If it fails, walk back through the 3 usual suspects: the account has not joined the channel, the account cannot talk on it, or the token does not match the channel. Step 4. Using it. The everyday tool is the Zello widget. Its text box broadcasts to the whole channel, type a message, press send, and everyone joined to that channel sees it. This is your fastest way to push a dispatch note to every phone at once. Let us send one for real. I will type a short dispatch message and send it, and there it is, arriving on the phone joined to our channel within a second or two. That round trip, TicketsCAD out to a real Zello device, is the proof the bridge is truly live. It works the other way too. When someone on the channel sends a message from their phone, it arrives right into widget speed, tagged with who sent it. So the channel is a two-way text conversation, not a one-way broadcast. Incoming Zello messages also collect in one reply able place, the inbox, over in the Mesh console. Open the Mesh console and choose the Inbox tab. Every inbound Zello message lands here as a row, with the sender and the channel it came in on, so nothing scrolls away and gets lost. Click a message to reply, and you get 2 choices. Reply to channel sends your answer to everyone, continuing the open conversation. Or direct message the sender, which answers only that one person privately. Choose the scope that fits. A general update goes to the channel, a one-on-one goes direct. Under the hood, your reply is queued, and the Zello proxy picks it up and relays it every couple of seconds. So a reply may take a moment to leave. That is normal. The inbox is the durable record of the conversation, and the place you act on it. Replying is reactive. But often you need to reach one specific unit who has not messaged you first. TicketsCAD can now originate a direct message to a named unit over Zello, and it lives in the Mesh console Send tab. Open the Send tab. The protocol dropdown chooses the transport, and Zello is now one of the options alongside Meshtastic and MeshCore. Pick Zello. Then choose Direct to a unit or person, and pick the unit from the list. You do not type a Zello username yourself. TicketsCAD looks it up, it takes the unit you chose and finds their Zello identity for you, then sends just to them on the dispatch channel. That lookup works because each member carries their Zello identity in the roster. Open a member's record, find COM identifiers, and there is a Zello username field. Fill it in once, and direct messaging that person by name just works, no usernames to remember at dispatch time. 2 things to know. If a unit has no Zello username on file, the direct option is disabled until you add one, so you are never sending into the void. And because Zello direct messages still travel within a channel, the message rides your dispatch channel context by default. Add the Zello username, pick the unit, send, done. Let us prove it. I pick a unit, type a short message, and send. It arrives on that one unit's phone as a direct message, and notice it did not go to the rest of the channel. One named person reached directly with nobody having to know a Zello username. Zello is, at heart, a push-to-talk radio, so TicketsCAD lets you talk live on the channel from your browser. One requirement first, and it is the #1 gotcha: your browser will only grant microphone access over a secure connection. So the dispatch console must be served over HTTPS for live audio to work at all. In the widget you will find the push-to-talk button and a level meter beside it. Hold the button, or hold the spacebar, to transmit and release to stop. The meter shows the console is actually hearing your microphone, so you are never guessing whether you are keyed up. Holding it down now. The widget shows transmitting, the meter is moving with my voice, and on the phone joined to the channel, you can hear it come through live. That is real push-to-talk audio, from a browser out to every Zello device on the channel. And in reverse, when someone keys up from their phone, you hear it play live in the console, and it is also saved as a voice message in the feed with a play button, so you can replay anything you missed. Live when it happens, and recorded for the record. 2 settings shape this. Listen-only mode, if you set it, lets the console monitor without ever transmitting, useful for a supervisor view. And the retention setting controls how many days those saved voice messages are kept before they are cleaned up. Set retention to match your agency's records policy. Last capability, and a powerful one, having TicketsCAD speak text aloud on the channel. Sometimes you want a dispatch note heard, not just read, especially by people whose hands are full and whose phones are in a pocket. TicketsCAD can synthesize your typed text into speech and key it out on the Zello channel as real audio. One prerequisite. This uses the Piper text-to-speech engine running on your server. So before this works, an administrator must have Piper installed and configured server-side. If you do not have Piper set up, the spoken broadcast control will be unavailable. The rest of Zello still works fine without it. Where to find it, in the Zello widget alongside the text box, is a control labeled Speak on Channel with text-to-speech audio. You type your message into it just like a text message, but instead of sending text, you press Speak and TicketsCAD turns it into spoken audio on the channel. Let us hear it. I type a short dispatch line and press Speak. Ticket synthesizes the words and keys them out on the channel as audio, and there it is, coming through the phone as a spoken voice. No microphone, no holding a button, just typed text spoken to everyone listening. Think about when this shines. A spoken alert reaches responders driving, carrying gear, or wearing gloves the moment a text would go unread. And, because it is the same spoken pipe, it pairs naturally with sending dispatch alerts aloud automatically, so an urgent incident can announce itself on the channel without anyone typing a word. Let us recap. Make a developer account at developers.zello.com. Create your channel and remember the options that bite. The console account must join the channel and must be allowed to talk, or messages vanish silently. On consumer, mint 1 token per channel, 1 issuer, and 1 private key, and match them to the right channel. Configure TicketsCAD through the 4-step wizard, then test the connection. Then use it. Broadcast text to the whole channel and reply from the inbox to the channel or direct to the sender. Originate a direct message to a named unit from the Send tab once their Zello username is in the roster. Talk live with push-to-talk over HTTPS. And let TicketsCAD speak your text aloud on the channel when Piper is configured on the server. That is Zello in TicketsCAD, from a developer account to live audio and spoken alerts. It is the channel for the people who already have a phone in their pocket. The full reference lives in your documentation under Communications, Zello. Thanks for watching.